Opamp and diode? Let's solve this problem together. Okay, any ideal opamp is governed by two constraints. The voltage at the negative input, Vn, must be equal to the voltage at the positive input, Vp. Also, no current enters either terminal of an ideal opamp because it's assumed to have an infinite input resistance. In this circuit, the positive terminal is grounded, so Vp must be 0. By the first constraint, Vn must be 0 as well. With this, let's write a KCL equation at node n. We have this incoming current, which must be Vin minus Vn over 1K, and if the diode is forward biased, then there must be a current ID entering the node as well. So let's add that. The sum must be equal to In, the current exiting the node, but this must be 0 by the second opamp equation. And Vn is also 0 in this case. So we have ID equals negative Vin, which is negative 0.1, over 1000, giving us 0.1 milliamperes. Okay, with the current ID, can we find the output voltage, Vout? First, notice that Vout is negative Vd, Vd being the voltage across the conducting diode, and this is because the output voltage is labeled opposite to what the voltage would be across a conducting diode. Notice the positive is at the cathode instead of the anode, hence the negative sign. Vd can be related to ID using the exponential model, the most accurate description for a conducting diode. We'll replace Vd equals negative Vout and plug in ID equals 0.1 milliamperes, which is 10 to the negative 4 amperes. Let's divide by Is, but we don't have this Is, so how should we proceed? Is, the scale current or the saturation current, has a typical value. For silicon diodes, this is usually in the vicinity of 10 to the negative 12 amperes. So, without any specification, you can assume this value for Is. Using 10 to the negative 12, we get 10 to the positive 8 on the right-hand side. Adding 1 to it won't change it much, and this is why the 1 is usually neglected from the exponential model actually. Okay, we can solve for Vout by taking the natural log of both sides. This cancels the e on the left, and now we can multiply by negative Vt. This Vt is what we call the thermal voltage, defined as Kt over Q, where K is Boltzmann's constant, T is the temperature in kelvins, and Q is the charge of an electron, the magnitude of the charge. We're given that the temperature is 300 kelvins, so that's T. K has a known value of 1.38 times 10 to the negative 23, and the magnitude of electronic charge is of course 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19. This works out to be a fraction actually, 207 over 8,000. So we'll keep it as such. We don't want to round just yet, so that the accuracy of the answer isn't affected. We'll plug in this answer for Vt, multiplying by negative ln 10 to the 8, we get negative 0.4766 volts. And that's the final answer. If you want to see more electronics videos, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Any specific circuits you'd like me to take on?